Welcome to the Couch of Randomness. This is episode number 16. Congratulations, you can drive now, Couch. Nice.
I hope not.
Yeah, that'd be really weird, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm John, I'm your host, and on the couch with me, as always, is...
Rose.
What are we talking about today?
We're looking at the week ahead for some movies and looking at the week past for some trailers.
Absolutely. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie. They cast Dr. Robotnik. It's weird.
DC is coming out with a streaming service, and Marvel came out with a statement about their movies.
Absolutely. Nintendo, they got a new president. Let's kind of talk about some of his statements he's had recently about maybe a successor to a specific console.
We're going to talk about all the new amiibo that are coming.
Yes, since we get Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yay!
New amiibo. And you know what? A weird company has thrown their hat into the video game arena. And it's Google. But in a very weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's sit down on this couch and let's talk about all that stuff. Here's to you, Jeffrey. I hope your vacation is fantastic, relaxing, and you drink a lot of margaritas. I'm guessing. I don't know what Jeffrey would do. Toys R Us is dead.
You could have started the whole thing with Jeffrey the Giraffe and had me not as confused.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like you said, Jeffrey, and I was just like...
That's not on our show notes right now.
We're not talking about Jeff. Because you have a friend named Jeff.
I do have a friend named Jeff.
So I was just like, what?
My bad. Toys R Us is dead. Long live Toys R Us.
Yes.
So
it is pretty sad.
It is. It's extremely sad. And like, I was going through the tweets and people just like going, I was a kid. Like we were kids through Toys R Us's era.
Toys R Us is older than my parents.
Oh yeah, it was what,
1948 or something?
I believe, yeah, 1948, 1946, something like that. And it's one of those weird things. Like we've seen companies die. Blockbuster's dead and gone. Well, minus the one in Alaska, which I want to go to. The last one.
That's fun.
But Toys R Us, there will be a entire generation of kids who have no idea what it is like to be a Toys R Us kid.
Our nephews,
will never know that. And it's very oddly surreal now, especially we're a little older now. And it's odd to go, wow, we can't go to Toys R Us. Like, because we went to Toys R Us.
Because honestly, they had some pretty good video game deals.
Yeah, they did. And
not always,
but they had some good stuff. And we always went to go, oh, what can we get our nephews, or some of the cooler toys or collectibles that we wanted.
Also, what's the hot toy right now?
Yeah, what's the hot toy right now, so we can get an idea. But it's weird. And I understand that apparently they're trying to come back, like the former CEO is already trying to make a comeback with it. And even on Toys R Us's Facebook page, thanks for the memories. Stay tuned in a couple weeks. We have an announcement. We're like, we just said goodbye to you. Are you being resurrected already? Because
that's kind of a jerk move.
It would be. It would legitimately be a very big jerk move.
Like, you go through all this, you make us believe that this is the end.
Yep.
And then
by the way, we've already had a plan to come back. And I don't know into what fashion it will be.
I mean, it could be simply online.
Yeah, which I could see them doing that if they want to.
Yeah, but I feel like if they were going to do that, they wouldn't have shut down their website.
Valid. Very valid point.
Or they could be sellers on Amazon. They could have a Toys R Us section. Like Walmart could have a Toys R Us section in their stores. True. I don't know.
There could be a lot of different things that could happen, but it's just.
I don't know that I want any of that though.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like, all right, Toys R Us is gone. Amazon is king.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I mean, there are no toy stores.
No dedicated toy stores.
Yeah, there are no brick and mortar toy stores. KB Toy Stores is gone.
I mean, there's a couple in the mall, but they sell more puzzles.
They say, it's that Puzzles and Go or Calendars and Go, something like that.
Yeah, puzzles and calendars.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And you're right. There's that stuff, but it's more dedicated to that. I'm talking like straight dedicated toys. That's all. I mean,
chain store.
Yeah, exactly. So it's weird, but you know what? Jeffrey, I think you deserve it.
Yeah. He needs
rest.
rest.
You need rest. Enjoy it.
Needs rest. My dad just retired, and Toys R Us was older than my dad.
Yeah.
So let's let him go rest.
Let him rest.
Minus whoever bought Jeffrey, because he was for sale.
Awkwardly enough, I didn't put this in our notes. Apparently, someone from the WWE is trying to buy Jeffrey.
Oh.
And to do something with the effect of putting him not fully into the WWE, but he loved it so much that he's like, we have to do something just to protect Jeffrey as the entity that he is. So I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Weird, but cool.
Why not?
Yep.
Wrestlers are big kids.
That's very true.
They really are.
Really, really are. All right, so it looks like we only have one movie coming out this week.
And I'm super excited for this one.
Me too.
So we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's like I said last week, it's getting really good reviews from Twitter, just amazingly enough.
Yeah, people who went to the premiere and all that.
Yeah, they're really enjoying it. So I'm excited. I am excited. Like, it's Marvel, so of course I'm excited. But like we said last week, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I don't know how
fun.
they do that, but Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
That was the only big one. Like, we looked and like it's kind of come to I've come to the conclusion that Marvel movies coming out, let's give them the weekend.
They're going to take it anyway, so
there's no point to waste our resources.
Although I'm a little surprised that nobody's going up against Ant-Man and the Wasp, because there are a bunch of people who just don't care about it.
Good point. I mean, and that's
we go see almost every single Marvel movie with your family.
Yes.
And this one, they're just like, no, I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
they're like, what?
Yeah, this is the first one. They're like, I'm not too into Ant-Man, and I'm with you. I'm like, but this is one of the better movies.
But then we found out they haven't seen the first one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, I understand.
That makes more sense.
I mean, you don't really understand what you're missing.
Yeah. That's
very interesting. I don't know.
Yep. So we got some trailers. My God.
There are some interesting trailers out this week.
This was a very weird week of trailers.
Yeah. So there's a new trailer for Predator.
Yeah, the Predator's coming out directed by...
No, not The Predator.
Oh, is it
this one was just Predator,
I thought it was The Predator.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could have swore it was The Predator, but no matter what, it's directed by Shane Black. What's weird to me about this movie is that I don't think it's set during the Christmas time.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is The Predator.
The Predator. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it also comes out in September.
Well, I mean, Shane Black directed Iron Man 3 that came out in July, and it was a Christmas movie.
Oh, is that just what he does?
That's what he does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shane Black.
I didn't understand your joke.
I was waiting for you to ask that, actually. Yeah, Shane Black is notorious for directing movies that are legitimately set during Christmas time.
We've also got Nice Guys.
Yeah, The Nice Guys.
I don't think that one was Christmas.
I think it was, actually.
Okay. How about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
There is legitimately a scene with someone wearing a Santa hat.
What about the original Predator? Or I'm sorry, Hawkins.
I don't know about that one, to be honest with you.
I have no idea. Okay.
But yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I'm not a Predator fan, so I can't really say too much about if I'm excited for this or not. I mean, Olivia Munn's in it.
Ryan Gosling?
No.
Oh.
Oh God, what? Key and Peele. It's Keegan Michael Key. He's in it. That's interesting because he's going to apparently play like a badass Marine or something like that. So I'm kind of interested in that one. But past that, it's like, I think it's mutated or evolved predators.
That's like ultra predators.
Yeah, like mega predator or something like that.
And I think they said ultra.
Ultra predators?
In the trailer.
But it's weird.
And I was just like, why do they have to be ultra?
Yeah, because the Predator was the ultimate hunting machine in the movies.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, so now you're taking the Jurassic World approach where it's evolved.
Yeah.
But maybe hopefully it's not like synthetically involved. Because if it's synthetically involved, like humans got a hold of a predator and made a better one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be like, really? We have gone to the bottom of the list of thinking ideas for movies.
Yeah.
So whatever on that one. Another movie called Beautiful Boy. It's coming like streaming to Amazon.
Yeah.
It's an Amazon Studios.
There's no date, but it's an Amazon Studios. This one looks like a coming of age.
Yeah, coming of age based off of a book.
Yeah, it's got Timothée Chalamet. Chalamet. He was in Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember the name of that movie right now.
So he did fantastic in that movie. So I'm kind of excited for this one, especially since he's playing opposite Steve Carell.
Yeah, he's playing his son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. We love Steve Carell in the dramatic roles.
Yeah.
He does a really good job. And I'm with you. I'm going to butcher Timothy. I'm just going to call him Timothy.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. I'm with you. He was absolutely amazing in Call Me By Your Name. That was actually one of my more favorite movies last year of
that was
Oscar season.
That was probably my personal favorite for Best Picture.
I think it was my second one because mine was Get Out.
That's right.
Yeah, I wanted Get Out to win, but I think this one was my number 2.
Yeah.
And we both failed on that one because what was it?
Well, we both knew that it wasn't going to win.
Yeah, we both knew neither of those were going to win, but I was like, I'm going to hold out hope just in case I do win. Another movie called Assassination Nation. Cool.
It's a movie.
I don't know what the hell the thing's about.
Something about the U.S. because it has red, white, and blue through the entire trailer.
That's a valid point, and has I don't know. It was one of those big flashy trailers that like blow up like big words on the screen, but it doesn't give you enough time to read it. Yeah, and that's it. And I'm like, cool. Something about a small town going insane about America, maybe.
Oh, you got that?
I got that. Okay.
Out of that. It comes out September 21st.
I was like, all right, cool. I don't know.
No idea.
Not a big fan of that one. Zoe's interesting though.
Yeah, Zoe looks kind of interesting. It's got Léa Seydoux, who we love her.
Yeah, absolutely.
French actress. Probably the biggest French movie that Americans know her from is Blue is the Warmest Color because it was on Netflix.
Yes. And then she's also going to be in Kojima's game.
Yes.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, she is actually one of the actresses in Death Stranding, which, okay. Yeah. Again, Léa Seydoux, I'm in. I was already in for Death Stranding, but Léa Seydoux. And it's got Ewan McGregor, too.
Yeah.
And one guy we can't place.
Or something.
Yeah, there's another guy we can't place in that movie, and we both seen him. Oh, he was in that stupid
He's been in a lot of stupid ones.
What's that? It's not Dark Hunter, but
Theo James is
Theo James,
name. Divergent.
Divergent, thank you. Thank you. I was like, I know I've seen this guy before. Yeah. And it's in a stupid movie.
Yeah.
Very stupid movie.
So hopefully this role is better.
But he plays like an
plays an android.
Yeah, that learned.
I think it's like an AI system that's been put into an
and he called himself a synthetic. Yeah. I remember him saying that, but he understands love. And that was the whole idea that I guess Ewan McGregor was trying to make.
Yeah, like make a more human
AI that would understand love and understand you as a person, your emotion, and I'll never leave you because that's people have heartbreak. And he even said in the trailer, Theo James was like, I'll never break your heart.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting and something to do with a computer and compatibility for couples.
There's a specific algorithm that will tell you how likely your relationship is to continue.
Yeah.
For the long term.
For the long run. And I was like, okay,
it's an interesting premise, especially since we like so much sci-fi.
Yeah, so much sci-fi. We like the actors, Theo James notwithstanding, but maybe he'll do a good job in this one.
Hopefully.
It only takes one to turn me around.
But yeah, it comes out on Amazon Prime on July 20.
Oh shit, that was an Amazon movie too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazon's stepping up their game, I think.
Somehow I missed that.
Yeah, like I saw that and I was just like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, I completely missed that one.
Yeah.
And then there's
that's what I saw.
22 Miles. Or is it 22 Miles or Mile 22?
I don't know.
You're the one that took these notes. I think it's Mile 22 because it's about the marker. Yeah, it's called Mile 22.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have to get to the mile marker 22 to get to the plane on this movie. It's action over the top. It has Marky Mark, Laura Cohen, who is in from Walking Dead.
I just like saying Marky Mark.
Yeah, I know. If you don't know who Marky Mark is, it's Mark Wahlberg. Wahlberg.
I think Zoe might actually come to theaters. It's not very clear on IMDb.
Okay. But yeah, this Mile 22, it looks interesting. It has a very interesting premise. It's pretty much an escort mission in movie form.
Yeah, it's a bunch of spies and political espionage.
Yeah, and I like political espionage movies.
Sometimes I do.
This one, it seems a little weird.
This one looks like one of those.
And Marky Mark's team's called Overwatch, so I find that a little odd.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
I'm just like, that's.
But something to do with like.
So much.
I've got an Asian officer who saw his government steal plutonium and wants to blow up the U.S. Use that plutonium to blow up the U.S. That's what this movie's about.
Did you read that somewhere?
No, I watched the trailer.
That was not in the trailer.
That was actually in the first trailer, and
that was not in the trailer.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like he has government secrets.
I knew that he had secrets, and there was something about a bomb, but I didn't get the plutonium or the stealing plutonium or whatever.
Yeah, the actor who plays the officer was like, they want to blow up. They want to blow up the U.S. and so I
got that part.
Protect me, get me to the U.S. on a plane, and I'll let you know everything you need to. And so that's pretty much them escorting him to the plane.
They have to get him 22 miles across the country.
Yes. So
but no, I know what happened. I saw the mile 22, and then somewhere in the trailer it said 22 miles.
Yes, it did.
So I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're right. It did say that because I did the same thing.
Did I get the name wrong?
Why 22 miles to go or some crap like that? Yeah. And I'm like, I understand. I'm with you. I'm like, wait, hold on.
But that comes out August 17th.
I don't
really split on it.
I'm split on it, especially too because I'm blanking out the director's name. Not too worried about it. His last 4 movies have been with Marky Mark.
Why?
I don't know, but he did Patriot Day.
Marky Mark is not that amazing.
Yeah, he did Patriot Day. He did the one about the oil rig that blew up.
Oh yeah, that one almost looked good.
Lone Survivor, which actually was pretty good. I went and saw Lone Survivor. I actually kind of liked that movie. And then this one. So I'm just kind of like, wow, you really... And I think they just announced that the director's coming out with another movie. And of course, Marky Mark's in there.
His name is Peter Berg.
Peter Berg, okay.
Honestly, I'm more excited about this movie because Lauren Cohen is in it.
Yeah, me too. I want to see her outside The Walking Dead and Supernatural.
She played Maggie in The Walking Dead.
So
just to remind you.
I'm good with that one because I like to see actors like, I'm so used to seeing you in this. Let me see you in something else.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
You were a badass in The Walking Dead. You seem like you've taken that up to 11 in this movie, though.
Yeah.
So I'm in. I want to see this. So let's look at... We've talked to everyone about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Yeah, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog
There's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, if you don't know.
Live action.
It's weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's live action. Ugh. Yeah, it's super weird. Yes. And it got weirder because they have cast Dr. Robotnik.
Uh-huh. Who did they cast as Dr. Robotnik?
It's going to be Jim Carrey.
Is he going to do a voice of Dr. Robotnik and Robotnik is going to be animated? Or is he like transforming... like he did with the Grinch? So we're gonna have a skinny Dr. Robotnik.
You know
is
what?
he Robotnik or Eggman in this one?
From the Deadline. I got this article from Deadline. It says Robotnik because I did the same thing. I was like, wait, are we Eggman in this one? Or are we Robotnik?
Yeah.
It's
hard to tell.
Which one is this one? But as far as I can tell, I don't know. Like it doesn't say if he's going to be.
Because I thought I saw somewhere that he was going to be the voice of Robotnik, so that's where I got confused.
No, that's fair, and he might just be mocapping Robotnik.
I would kind of be okay with that.
We know he's done because he mocapped on Disney. What was that?
The Night Before Christmas.
Yes, yeah, he mocapped that one.
Yeah, for Scrooge.
So we know he can mocap, which I'm cool with, but I'm with you. I'm like, I don't know if I want a skinny Robotnik. I mean, Robotnik is a porous man.
And I don't know that I want him in a fat suit either.
Yeah, I don't want that at all.
Not really.
But I mean, this movie's shaping up to be extremely weird and seems like it just like Paramount is making this movie.
Uh-huh.
They seem like they just want to alienate all Sonic fans.
Yes.
Because Sonic is going to be a juvenile delinquent.
For whatever reason.
In a small town with a cop who's going to be played by James Marsden, who both of them need a friend in this time in their lives. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the hell is this?
Yeah, so it's going to be a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be more buddy cop than a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
And I'm just there like, but Sonic already has a buddy.
Yeah, he has Tails.
Where's Tails?
Where's Knuckles? Amy? Vector?
Yeah, Vector's Vector's a bad guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, but yes, he's a bad guy. But I want to see if they're gonna have them.
How about Rouge?
Rouge would be cool.
Let's get Rouge in there.
Rouge would be cool too. I'd be down with that one. But I'm like, how much actual CGI is there? Is it only gonna be Sonic? Like, where is this? Like, are we in? Is the small town called Green Zone?
Green Meadow
or something like that, where it's like, oh, here's the nod to Sonic, where you start the first level in Green Zone, but it's gonna be called Green Meadow. But we don't have any other of Sonic's friends or anything like that. I can't remember his love interest in Sonic Underground right now. Do not remember that name. Sonic had a love interest, like a girlfriend that Robotnik actually killed in the comic books. It was actually really sad. Like, Sonic got pissed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it got weird and like really, really like...
That's insane.
Like, it was... Sonic Underground was the edgy delinquent teen concept.
Right.
Which was fine in the time during the 90s.
Right. Because that was the big thing in the 90s. That was the big thing.
But yeah, I distinctly remember the comic book, and Sonic's girlfriend, the leader of the underground resistance, like, was killed by Robotnik. They showed it in the comics. If I'm remembering correctly, someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
And like Sonic's in tears because like he's holding her body, and he's like, like one of the next frames of the comic book, you see him just like pissed at Robotnik.
Yeah,
it was
That's
strange,
crazy.
very, very strange. I'm really worried about this movie.
Yeah.
When it comes to this,
I'm not so much worried. I'm more just disinterested.
You know what? That's actually the better way to put it. I am disinterested as well. Like I'm in for it because it's a Sonic movie.
Yeah, I mean, we keep on trying video game movies.
Yes.
So far, my favorite is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. That's probably my favorite. My favorite awful one is Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's a love to hate to love.
Yeah.
Kind of movie. But no, I'm with you. I think it would be Lara Croft.
Yeah, the Tomb
Raider, not Lara Croft. Yeah, Tomb Raider. I'm trying to think of like any other
one, not the Angelina Jolie.
I mean, the 1995 Mortal Kombat wasn't too bad. It is dated awful.
I still haven't seen it.
We need to make that happen while I'm on vacation, because this is going to happen.
Okay.
It is so stupid, but you're like, the fight scenes actually aren't that bad. Awkwardly enough.
So long as they're better than the classic Doctor Who, because they cannot fight.
Oh yeah, it's
like there is no connection, and then they're knocked out unconscious.
Oh,
and I'm
so
just
like 3 feet away, and you swing a punch, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, like the person swinging the punches off camera, and you almost see their hand come on camera.
Oh no!
And the person just collapses. It's hilarious. It's awful.
So we're in an age of streaming.
Everything.
It'll probably be a streaming kind of podcast. I'm just gonna let you know, hey, you're streaming this podcast now. Thank you very much, by the way.
Appreciate it.
DC Universe, we talked about this, man. It had to been 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
About where DC's coming out with a streaming service for TV shows, but we don't know what it is. It's gonna have a couple shows that they announced.
Yeah.
Well, they finally kind of released the first picture of Robin and the catalog of the DC movies and shows that are going to be in this.
Yeah.
Like, we're okay. All right.
This streaming
service. And it's
not that bad.
It's really not. I'm like, I want to say it's odd, but it's odd on the side of, you know what? I might actually subscribe to this.
Yeah.
So,
and like, also, I really like that they have some comics in there too.
Yeah, I like that. I like that you have comics.
They're going to have the comics, like the original comics that DC started with.
Yeah.
And what was it called? Detective something?
Yeah, like like the weird offshot. I'm with you.
No,
like
the absolute origination of Batman.
Oh, Detective Comics.
Yes, yeah. Detective Comics. Those are going to be on there too. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm down for a good origin story.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so, okay, the TV shows, and these are TV shows that they have made for this streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
You have Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Young Justice League Outsiders, and Harley Quinn. And I'm trying to remember which one's the anime. I know Harley Quinn's an animated show.
It's just Young Justice Outsiders. It's not Young Justice League.
Oh, it is Young Justice Outsiders. Thank you. I always put in Justice League because, I mean, those two words go together.
But no, it's just Young Justice.
Swamp Thing and Doom Patrol are going to be set to debut in 2019. The live action Titans, which will actually premieres later this year.
Yeah.
And
because this thing starts in, what is it, like September?
Yeah, and I think their beta codes have already been given out.
You can sign up for a beta right now.
The beta right now, which I actually need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Young Justice, Outsiders, and Harley Quinn. Those are the 2 animated ones.
Okay.
And then Titans, Doom Patrol, and Swamp Thing are the live action. Titans follows Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So
kind of.
I'm kind of in with this one.
Yeah, but like they're rebooting it.
A full reboot. Robin, Man Beast. Oh, no, it's Beast
Man.
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy.
It's Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. I think I saw Raven is going to be there.
Yeah, Raven's going to be in there.
And Starfire.
Yes.
I know I saw Starfire.
So, and then Cyborg technically is in Teen Titans.
But Cyborg is going to have something else going on.
Yeah, so that's why I think they're going to be out of that one. And then someone
he might just be like a guest star, and if his series is not well received, then he'll probably move over to Titans, is my guess.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. So actually what actually gets me legitimately excited for this one is not the TV shows do, but the movies and the content that Warner Brothers already owns and DC already owns. That's what gets me excited.
I'm
and
really
actually now
excited
AT&T, now that I think about that, because AT&T bought Warner Brothers, or bought the company that owns Warner Brothers.
Okay.
So you're going to get all 4 original Superman movies, which you only need to watch 1, and the Richard Donner cut of 2.
Yeah.
Not even Superman 2. The Richard Donner cut of 2 is so much better.
So much better.
And then you get the assortment of the animated films, which the animated DC films on point. They are so good.
I still haven't seen very many of them.
We need to watch Ninja Batman.
Yes, we do.
I want to see that so bad. But you get Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox, Green Lantern, First Flight, the animated Wonder Woman.
No, and Wonder Woman, the animated Wonder Woman.
The animated Wonder Woman, yeah. And then the classic TV shows. This is what's got me.
Yes.
This is 100% what's got me.
Excited.
Is Batman the Animated Series.
So far, just the first 2 seasons.
Dang!
I think that Amazon still has the rights to some of the other seasons.
Okay, because I know I watched some of the animated series on Amazon, because I was like, I'm going to watch this because I love this show. And I was like, wait, I think I'm on like season 4, because I think
that's my guess, is that Amazon still has the rights to those, but I'm not sure.
They
I'm
have
not
the
sure
rights
what's
to the
going
streaming.
on with those.
But yeah, I'm excited for that with Kevin Conroy, who arguably is like number 2 or 3 as the best Batman.
Mark Hamill is the Joker.
Mark Hamill is the Joker. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
So excited.
And then the original Wonder Woman animated TV show, and it's all in HD.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Absolutely awesome. So this is something I'm actually excited for. Depending on the price, I will pay for.
Yeah. I mean, to me, this kind of needs to be under $10.
Yeah, I agree. I think it needs to be $10.
It needs to be somewhere around Crunchyroll.
Yeah. If they want to, and that's the thing, it's AT&T and DC. I don't know how, it might be a $15 thing.
I don't know that it's worth $15.
No, it's not.
When it's just curated comics. Like if it was unlimited DC comics,
then that's one thing.
Then I would be like,
$15.
Okay, I can see that for all of the comics and all of these movies and
that's including the movies that are happening right now.
Yeah.
And you give me Flash, Arrow.
Yeah, like if they included all of that stuff, then I'd be more okay with it. But like, doesn't Netflix still have
Netflix has it
rights?
Until 2022, I believe, or 2021.
Yeah,
so
where they've still got Arrow and the Flash and all
Legends
of
Tomorrow.
All the WB things.
Yeah, CW.
Sorry.
CW. Get that right.
CW series.
But I'm kind of liking the look of Robin. It actually grew on me. The first time I saw it, I'm like, that's crap. I hate that. That's so stupid. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like...
He reminds me... I know why I have mixed feelings about it.
Why is that?
He looks like Owl Man or whoever from Watchmen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God. You're right.
No, not him. The bad guy. At the very end. That's who he looks like.
Holy shit. Osmandius.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That's exactly what he looks like.
Osmandius.
Especially with the mask.
Oh, my God. You're
100% looks like that.
Oh, my God. You just blew my mind. Oh, my God. He looks like Osmandius.
Yeah. So.
I didn't put that in the... we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
The casting of the Watchmen show for Warner Brothers. I forgot to throw that in here. Dang it. But no, you're right. I'm literally going to be staring that for a while. He looks like Osmandius. Jesus. That's crazy. All right.
We can't talk about DC without a little bit about Marvel too.
Nope.
Gotta
tell me about
level these things out.
What's going on?
Okay, so Marvel realizes that they have committed to something crazy by doing 3 movies a year.
Yes.
Like absolutely crazy. And Kevin Feige finally made a comment about it.
Okay.
He was just like, you know what? The reason that we have 3 movies a year is so that we can continue doing sequels to the films that people already know and love and get back in touch with these characters. But we also want to introduce you guys to the new tiny little characters and have the general population go, who?
Okay.
Like with Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. I don't know what their plan is, but I mean, you have 2 movies of these Marvel stars, or these Marvel characters, and then you've got one of, I'm sorry, who are you again?
Yeah, which Ant-Man and the Wasp is still a little bit of that.
Yeah, it really is. To the general public, yes. Yeah. And I agree. I kind of like that idea because, I mean, there are a lot of Marvel and DC characters that are...
You sit there going, who?
Who are you?
I'm still waiting for Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl needs to happen. I would love that.
And like next year, we're going to get Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Who I really don't know much about her.
I don't know very much about her either, to be honest with you.
I know that Rogue got her powers from her.
Yes. Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Rogue got her power from my timeline of X-Men.
Yes.
Jesus.
But that's the thing. That's the Miss Marvel that became Captain Marvel.
Yes.
And that's right. We're getting Miss Marvel with this one, right? It's not Captain. No, is it Captain Marvel?
It's Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Captain Marvel.
I've gotten so confused with everything.
Brie Larson. Yeah, yes. Brie Larson is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because they've announced that they're going to do Miss Marvel as well with the new Miss Marvel.
Yes.
But they have not cast that yet.
Yeah, they have officially. They have not cast that. They're looking into that one.
That one's
we're getting this weird jumbled mess.
Yeah.
And now that Disney is pretty dang close to owning Fox now. Like it's just a ticking time clock for that one.
Does that mean that we're going to go up to like 4 movies a year?
In Fahey, I trust. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, there's a good chance that we might.
I mean, we could get a Marvel movie.
Because we've been getting like
every quarter.
Yeah. And I would not hate that.
Depending on the movies, that wouldn't be that bad. But what would suck is like the releases of Disney. Because then let's go into this alternate universe where we do get 4 Marvel movies a year. We get one every quarter. Then you have to throw in a Disney Pixar movie every 3 years. You have to throw in a Disney animated movie every 2 years. You've got Star Wars coming out during Christmas time. So you theoretically could have possibly a Disney movie, and Disney's live action reboot of the classics.
Yeah.
You could have a Disney movie every single month.
Look, Disney's already made $1 billion.
Oh, I know, and I'm not saying. I'm sure that's something. How do you win the market? You flood it.
Yeah,
you flood it with good content.
You flood it with good content.
You flood it where people want to see this stuff.
So long as Marvel continues to put out the different genres of movie, and it's not all superhero.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
No, I'm okay with it too. Like I hate saying that I'm kind of interested in Jon Favreau's Lion King. Like I kind of want to see it. I mean, I heard they showed a preview of it, closed doors, to it was pretty much the intro to The Lion King, and they finished. It was still rough around the edges, but they finished the animations.
Okay,
and people were like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be great!" And Donald Glover is freaking Simba.
Yeah,
come on.
No, there are plenty of things that I'd like about it. It's just Disney has not impressed me very much with their live action remakes.
Yeah,
the best one so far to me has been Cinderella.
Yeah,
and
oh my god, excuse me. Yeah, actually, I liked Cinderella. It was really good.
That one they weren't afraid to actually make changes to the original.
And I think, and that's right, and you're right on that one because I want to see them make changes because Beauty and the Beast
was just beat for beat, the exact same. They threw in like three
new songs,
3 new concepts.
Yeah, but it wasn't
not just the songs, but like 3 new concepts. Like they threw in about Belle's mother, why nobody in the town knew that there was a castle. And I feel like there was one other thing.
Yeah.
But that's not enough for me.
I agree. No, I'm with you. Like Cinderella changed everything. I really liked it. The King of the North. And wasn't Prince Charming from Game of Thrones? Wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. It was Jon Snow.
No, it wasn't Jon Snow. It was Jon's older brother.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Jon Stark.
Yeah, Stark. Was his name Jon? I thought it was Rob.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I was like, okay.
Look, I have not gotten into...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right, it was Rob.
Yeah, I was like, I think it was Rob Stark, wasn't it?
Look.
Shh, you're pretty and I love you to death.
I've been trying to explain I've been trying to explain Game of Thrones to Brandy recently, so I am all confused.
Brandy, just start the series.
She did. She's not a big fan.
Oh,
She can't get past the incest.
All right, understandably so.
Yeah,
it's through that whole freaking series so far. So yeah, I understandably so. All right, so we just said Tomb Raider was Tomb Raider was the best movie based off a video game that we liked. So far.
That's our favorite so far.
But something that's finally coming out of development hell, and I mean it has been in development hell for years, so long, is Halo. Showtime picked up Halo, but they're making it into a TV show.
Because why wouldn't they?
And Showtime actually came out and said they're making it's pretty much their most ambitious show they have ever done.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, as weird as it sounds, I kind of like this idea. Not being a big Halo fan. But I kind of like the idea of making Halo more serial.
Yeah.
I actually like overarching story, give it the weird Game of Thrones treatment, but give me 10 episodes of just awesome.
Let's not forget that Rooster Teeth had a lot of success with their Halo series.
Yeah, Red versus Blue. And I mean, and it worked. So it makes sense like this would work too, because how many companies have tried to make Halo into a movie? Heck, we got a movie out of not making the Halo movie, which was District 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Peter Jackson was all on Peter Jackson and I want to say Spielberg were all on board making a Halo movie. And I think Spielberg was supposed to like produce a new one when Peter Jackson's fell out.
Are you talking about Tintin?
No. That like Tintin, I want to say Tintin is the reason like Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg like went that way.
Okay.
I want to say that's the reason, but Peter Jackson was all into Halo and he got the funds and he gave it to, at the time, the director of District 9. Bloody hell, what was his name?
I'll look at you. Keep going.
You keep on talking. I'll keep on talking. But the rights fell through or something didn't line up properly. So Peter Jackson told that director, just make a movie you want to. We'll fund it. And that's what we got. We got District 9 out of that one, which...
Neil Blomkamp.
Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot Neil Blomkamp. But that's what we got out of that one.
Yeah.
Which you can see the little inklings of Halo in District 9. And I love District 9. I think that's actually Neil Blomkamp's best movie.
Yeah.
It really is. We haven't even seen the robot movie, Chappie, because I just don't want to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that. But I'm very interested to see, like, how Showtime takes this.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to be produced by Microsoft and 343 Industries, who make the game.
Okay.
And Spielberg's Amblin Television. So Spielberg is quote unquote behind this.
Well, he's at least producing.
So it's set to begin, like production's set to begin next year.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they go. Are we going to be following Master Chief? Are we going to be following just like a core of the soldiers? What's this going to be about? Whatever it is, I kind of want to know.
I really hope it's Master Chief.
It needs to be Master Chief.
Like, I know nothing about Halo, but Master Chief, like, I would probably watch that.
Yes.
Honestly.
I would, if it's Master Chief, and just never let him take off the helmet.
You know, so long as we can actually get Showtime.
I'll make Showtime. Amazon has it. We can actually order it off of Amazon. All right, I'm going to throw one thing in here that I forgot to with the trailers. I just remembered it. We got a poster to Glass, which is M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy arc that no one knew we wanted, but after Split, we all want.
Yeah.
Like, Unbreakable was a great movie. Unbreakable was the untold superhero movie that we didn't know we wanted.
I still need to watch it again.
Split, that was one of Shyamalan. If you've not seen Split, go see it. That was one of Shyamalan's best twists in a long freaking time.
But that's also because he wrote it back before he
went
got
nuts.
Bad.
Yeah, before he got bad.
Before he got bad.
Before he did. I still like The Village. I actually really like The Village. It was.
I still haven't seen it.
God, what's the one about being outside? What? No. The Happening. I think that one just got to his head. It was like M. Night's first rated R movie. And then he did and destroyed Airbender.
Yeah.
Which was still supposed to be a trilogy. That blows my mind. Oh. That absolutely blows my mind.
I'm so happy that got canceled.
But, I mean, we're talking about a freaking poster, and it's Glass.
It's really cool.
It's a really cool concept. It's Samuel L. Jackson. Who's the guy?
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy. and Bruce Willis. They're all kind of sitting in a chair. They look like they're in a insane asylum.
Like they're all like huddled in
and hurt.
Each one of them is huddled in a chair and just like kind of curled in on themselves.
But their reflections have their characters there's
standing strong,
tall and dark and menacing, because James McAvoy's is the jacked.
Yeah.
The jacked version of himself. Yeah. And I'm like, it's
so cool.
So I want to watch Split today.
Okay.
I'm like,
Can we watch Unbreakable first?
I think we have to go buy it. I don't think we own it.
Okay.
I'll go buy it though. That's fine. But I'm
figure it out.
That it's so cool. And this is I'm actually excited for an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's weird to say that.
Yeah.
It's weird to say after he heard us multiple times.
So many times.
But Split was good. The Visit, I think that was called The Visit, the one about the grandparents.
That was almost good.
That was decent. It's a good streaming watch.
Yeah.
So he's starting to kind of remember himself, which makes me really, really happy.
Gotta go back to those
Gotta go for the roots. So there's that.
Yes.
So it's time for Cumber Watch.
Dun dun.
Hey, Benedict. What's up? That's been Cumber Watch.
Dun dun.
Yeah, we really have nothing on Benedict Cumberbatch today. I needed to do Cumber Watch because I'm going to make that a thing. He
hasn't really been in the news.
He stayed low key. Good for you. Good for you, Benedict Cumberbatch.
But we did find a celebrity who's doing something awesome.
Absolutely. And it's Brendon Urie. Lead pretty much Panic at the Disco now. He is Panic at the Disco.
Pretty much.
And I love what he is doing. Let me pull this up. I didn't have the article
So
up.
he's partnered with GLSEN, which is an LGBTQ advocacy group.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, it's the country's largest LGBTQ advocacy group. That's hard to say.
No, I'm with you. It's hard to say.
I don't know why, but it is.
Yeah, it really is. And they've partnered with GSA, I guess the Gender and Sexuality Gay Straight Alliance.
No, they're going to establish GSA in every high school across America.
To have I love that for like students who are finding a place to be accepted, and
even for the people who are straight who just want to come to support their friends.
I absolutely love that. I love that Brendon Urie is donating $1 million.
Yeah, and
he's donating $1 for every ticket sold to the Pray for the Wicked tour.
That's so cool.
It is so freaking cool.
Yeah,
I mean, we as a society do not deserve Brendon Urie. He is an amazing person.
Yeah, because let's keep in mind these are sold out stadiums. $1 for every ticket.
And just I'm thinking about that.
Cool.
That is so cool. If you ever listen to Pray for the Wicked, that is a great album.
Yeah. And go back and watch his trilogy music videos.
Yeah, the trilogy music videos are
the
insane.
First one just came out with Pray for the Wicked.
Yeah, Pray for the it goes and it's gone backwards.
Yeah.
So the first one technically in the trilogy is Pray for the Wicked.
I thought it was Saturday. I thought it was called Saturday Night.
Oh, Saturday Night. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Saturday Night. The second one is This Is Gospel.
Okay.
And the third one is Emperor's New Clothes.
And
they're on 3 different albums in completely different orders.
Yeah, like Emperor's New Clothes actually came out first.
Yes. No. This Is Gospel came out first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's the second one?
That's the second one.
Okay. Yeah, but like the end of that goes straight into
This Is Gospel.
This Is Gospel.
No,
Emperor's New Clothes.
Emperor's New Clothes. My God, there's so many.
But then It's Saturday Night actually ends with the very beginning of
This Is Gospel.
This Is Gospel.
It's insane.
It's awesome.
It's insane. I really hope he keeps on doing that. And there's this weird overarching story that he wants to tell from these music videos.
It's really cool. And he does such a good job with the imagery too.
Yes, it's fantastic. Every single one of those videos is 100% different.
Yeah.
But just there's a connecting line through them, and it's awesome. And I absolutely love it. I like the puppet one too, like Mama, I Made It, or Mom, I Made It. That new one, that one's great.
Look, Ma, I made it.
He's got a beautiful voice, and if you've not looked up, listen to him sing DuckTales, the theme song.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so cool. So let's talk about this good old Facepalm of the week. Hey, Sony, guess what? Congratulations. You're the 2-time winner of Facepalm of the week. I'm probably going to have to make a list now of
double facepalm.
Double facepalm. That's me hitting myself in the face. Hopefully that came through on
If nothing else, you'll punch it up.
Yeah, all right,
cool.
That's true. I could do that.
Get a nice little double slap in there.
Double slap. So Sony got called out last week by everyone about their crossplay.
Yeah.
Not being able to play with friends on Fortnite on Switch,
Rocket League,
all that stuff. It's pretty much Fortnite that's caused this, but it's everything. It's an
even Rocket League for years has been saying, "Hey, we would love to do this, but Sony won't let us turn on." Like literally, all they have to do is flip a switch.
And what's funny too, Bethesda even said we would love if Sony turned on that switch because we have ideas to just incorporate everything.
I believe it,
and they just don't want to do it.
Yep.
But Sony had a wonderful statement.
It was the best.
It was one of the greatest statements I've ever heard.
They got asked, "Hey, what's this about crossplay?"
We're listening to your comments right now.
And that's it.
Okay, cool.
No, hey, we're going to do something, or no, we're not going to do anything about it. Just
listening. Yeah,
we hear the comments.
We hear the comments, and we're looking into it. I read that they said we're looking into it.
I'm assuming they're looking into it, just like they're looking into how to change your name on PSN.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
So I mean, that's been how many years now? How long has PSN been around?
It really
over 10.
Over 10, yeah. It really came into itself during the PlayStation 3 era.
Yeah, because I know that you've had a PSN for pretty much as long as we've been together.
Yes. Yeah,
so that's over 10 years.
Yeah, and so over 10 years. Sony, come on. We love you. You have the greatest first-party exclusives in systems, rivaling Nintendo. And I'll say that. You rival Nintendo really well. I still think Nintendo's better, but I've bought most of your exclusives, and I've enjoyed the ever-loving crap out of them. Just flip both switches.
Yeah.
Let us change our name. God, I really need to change my name. I feel sorry for Booger Eater 17 or...
And yes, you could start a brand new account, but then you lose all of your information.
You lose your information. You lose your trophies. I'll lose all the games that I've downloaded from the PSN.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's just not worth that.
I've got hundreds upon hundreds of dollars invested. Just let me change my damn name. Come on.
Change a name.
Come on. All right, so what are you playing this week? You have some good news, actually.
I do. I finished Kingdom Hearts.
Woo! I was actually impressed. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I impressed myself. I wasn't sure how long that was going to take. So I immediately started Rechain of Memories, and I played it for about an hour or two, and then I just needed a break from Kingdom Hearts.
I understand
I am an hour or two into that game.
Yeah.
Started it on Tuesday.
And we're still, and that's it's a beating. Like if you go back,
it's hard to go from one game immediately into the second game.
Yeah, it sucks. It's hard. I'm gonna have to do it with
The Witcher.
Well, The Witcher and Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah,
I gotta beat Tomb Raider before October. Yeah, I think it's October. September. Oh crap.
Well, September is when the third one comes out.
Are you playing anything else?
I also restarted Stardew Valley.
Really?
Because I was sitting there going, okay, I really do need something on the Switch, and I've got a couple friends who have gotten into it.
Yeah.
And I was, I've been sitting there for like the last 3 weeks going, maybe I should give Stardew Valley an actual try.
Sure.
Because I keep on hearing that it's so amazing, it's so cute, this, that, and the other thing. And I typically love resource managing type games.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just like, I'm still waiting for Animal Crossing. Let me go ahead and actually try Stardew Valley. So I'm almost as far as I've ever been.
Nice.
After like 2 or 3 hours.
Nice. That's awesome.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm with you on that one. I've been doing the same thing. Like everyone loves Stardew Valley. I think we've bought it 4 times now because we have it on our computers.
Because each of us have it on our computers.
And we both have it on the Switch.
Yes. So we've bought 4 copies.
4 copies. Yeah. It sucks being gamers, guys. Some days it really does suck.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I've been thinking about it too. Just like everyone loves it. I don't think I've given it its fair shake either. So I'm like, I really need to do it. But it's just kind of like I've got so many daunting games on me now.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I was just looking for a game that I could sit there, play my Switch, and watch TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's all that I want from Stardew Valley.
I'll probably jump into it. So I'm still playing Sea of Thieves. Did one of the coolest things with my career I've ever done. I'm not going to get into it. I may have messed up some kids.
But the Megalodon scared the crap out of him.
The Megalodon
screamed.
scared the living crap out of me when I was playing that game. All right, there is a track to that one, but I played more of The Witcher. I finally figured out how to play it a little bit easier for me.
Yay!
So I'm using my Steam controller now. It works until I can get a bigger mouse because I'm using a wireless mouse and it hurts my hand to play.
We do what we can.
We do what we can. Obviously still doing everything I'm doing last week, but I played Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, which we haven't played in over a year.
I haven't played it.
Well,
a friend of ours, she was down, wanted us to play it. She really likes it. She watches the YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll do it. That's fine. Is it just me? And I don't want to upset the friend. Is it just me? That game's not scary. I understand it. I don't find it that scary to me. I was legitimately more scared by a megalodon trying to bite me when I turned to the left and there he is, and I legitimately gave out a high-pitched squeal because it scared me. But
I think it's more just anything that you know is going to be scary.
Yeah.
You just prepare yourself for.
I guess so.
Like, that's just how it always is.
True.
Like, even with scary movies.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that you can prepare yourself for, you have zero interest in. If they can catch your attention, and that's why you typically enjoy more thrillers.
Yeah.
Things that have unexpected twists, but like jump scares don't get you.
Jump scares have never really gotten me.
And the entire ambiance of Resident Evil 7 is set up to be scary.
Yeah.
So therefore you just set yourself out of it. That's just how you are.
I mean, you're right. It's you're right. Because I love scary games. It didn't scare me one bit. I loved it. It's a great freaking movie. I need to go buy that movie. But yeah, it did not scare me.
It scared the crap out of me multiple times.
Scared the crap out of my little sister. She kicked a freaking table.
And see, that was the only part that scared you was when she knocked over her glass of water.
That jumped. That scared me. It wasn't even the scene. Because they did some cool stuff. Because I even remember the scene.
I remember what it was. It was our other friend on my other side jumped at the same time as your sister on your other side.
Yeah, so I got both.
You got all of them and a water glass coming at you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That scene, I remember, it was the...
it scared me too.
It was the film scene, the slide scene.
Yeah.
And as they were panning, my mind goes into director mode because I started that, and I'm like, "Oh, you're about to do this jump scare here." I don't know why. I can't turn that off.
I knew it was coming, and I still jumped.
Well, no, that was the thing. When they panned, I was like, "Wait, you didn't do the normal thing. Oh God. So I kind of had that little
something's coming.
Something different is now about to happen.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, cool. That's fantastic. You didn't go with the norm." But my little sister tried to kill me with the glass because, like, she kicked her chair.
Because you deserved it.
She threw, like, even the people next to us were laughing. Like, she jumped. I've never seen anyone jump that hard.
It was amazing.
It was wonderful.
I love that she did that, and I love that she scared the crap out of you with that. It's amazing.
That's, to me, what scary movies are about. I love that.
To me, that's a win.
That is a win.
That's a win that she did that.
Let me complain one more thing about Resident Evil 7.
Uh-huh.
It's slow. Like, not in the sense of the gameplay. The gameplay is slow, but I understand why it is.
Yeah.
But it's my guy, Ethan. My name is Ethan in that game.
Mm-hmm.
As a character, I am slow.
Like the movements.
The movements.
Slow and sluggish.
It's really weird. And then after that, I went and played Sea of Thieves with my guys. And I was so, like, messed up because I was moving so fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I played RE7 for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
And then I jumped almost immediately into Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours in between.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, I was so used to how RE7 worked that I jumped to this one. I'm like, oh, moving too fast. It's freaking me out. And then I actually read 2 books. That's weird for me. This week. I read 2 books this week.
Not just yesterday.
No. I just want to throw that one in there. I finally finished Altered Carbon. And I started the Witcher series because, God help me, I love the Witcher. It is so cool.
John doesn't let me talk about my books.
What did you finish? Throw it in there. Who cares? Let's do it.
I caught up on 2 of my manga.
Nice.
I caught up on Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Which is completely different, and I think you're gonna like it whenever we watch season 2 and whenever whenever the anime actually catches up with the manga.
Uh-huh.
I think you're gonna like it.
I think season 3 is about to come out in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, that probably won't be up to where I am.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
There are over 100 manga issues, and there are some longer ones too for manga. Like for manga, they're pretty long.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I also caught up on Restaurant to Another World. I'm reading both of them on Crunchyroll. And Restaurant to Another World is so cute, and it makes me so entirely hungry, and really makes me want to watch the anime one, Food Wars or whatever.
Food Wars, yeah, Food Wars.
It's also on Crunchyroll.
I didn't even know you were reading that one, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a restaurant. It's a door to another world, like all of these characters in a fantasy world. Once every 7 days, there's this door that just appears around them, and like certain characters know where the door is in their world. And they open this door, and it's this Japanese restaurant. Like, it's in Japan, and this cook just makes, like, he's a really good cook.
Really?
And he makes these things, and all of these fantasy creatures are just like, oh my God, this is the best restaurant. It's in another world. It's the best food I've ever had. I'm coming back next week.
So it's a weird flop of, like, we would get excited going to another world to eat food, but it's monsters and aliens from other things.
Katsudon or okonomiyaki, or like one of them is cheesecake a la mode. And like they describe the flavors and how this is different from their world. And like one of them is a chef in his world, and he comes into the restaurant, and he's just like, I must recreate this dish.
Okay, that is actually really cool.
It's really fun.
That's pretty awesome. I didn't even know you were reading that. That sounds good. I might actually read that one.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
It's not too far into it, and it's simulcast.
Okay, gotcha. Crap, we're going long.
Sorry about that.
I will try and cut this really a little bit faster on our video game stuff. Mario Kart 8, you can play with a Labo. That's kind of cool. I don't know. The motorcycle version, you can play with a Labo. We still haven't bought a Labo.
No. I'm really split on it.
I am too.
Part of me, there's a small part of me that wants it, but then I'm just like, where would we store it?
Here's why I want to get Labo, though. I want to make one of the, I want to take on the challenge that Nintendo has put out to make an instrument using Labo. That way I want to win the Labo themed Switch. I would love that. So I'm thinking about actually doing that to see how cool it would be. So that's fun. Ride your motorcycle on Mario Kart 8 with Labo. So Nintendo got a new president as of yesterday, actually. Well, when you're listening to this, Saturday.
I thought it was like Friday.
It might have been Friday,
like Thursday or Friday.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think
the news came out to us on Thursday because in Japan it was Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah, that's true. So his name is.
You want to show it to me?
Santoro Furukawa. Did I do that right?
Crap. Shuntaro Furukawa.
Shutaro. Hey, I got so I got last name. Furukawa is the new president. I think we talked about this earlier in the podcast months ago. He is like 44, 45.
He's young for a president.
He's one of the youngest presidents ever. And listening to another podcast, they pointed this out. He's the first president that grew up with Nintendo. Yeah. Like Nintendo has been around since he has been alive.
Yeah. Even if it was just arcade machines.
Yeah.
Well, technically Nintendo has been around since
a long
almost
time.
All of them.
All of it, but he's fluent in English.
In video games. Yeah.
He's fluent in English, and he has a marketing background apparently.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what's happening and how he's going to kind of change Nintendo, what he's going to do with the marketing. But he said he had an interview that Nintendo still could be looking at a successor to the 3DS.
I don't hate that.
I'm kind of with you. I was kind of like, I think the 3DS needs to die.
Like, I love the Switch.
Yeah.
But I love how portable my 3DS is. Like the Switch, I have to put it in a special case. I have to make sure everything's attached back into it. This, that, and the other thing. The 3DS, I shut it, throw it in my purse, and I go. Yeah. I agree. Like, I still love that about the 3DS.
No, I 100% agree with you. Because I knew you were going to say that. I let that kind of sink into my head going, actually having a successor to the 3DS, as long as it's clamshelled.
Yeah. Plus, like, if we were to ever have kids, then I wouldn't want to buy another Switch for them.
No, I would give them a 3DS.
I would give them a nice little 3DS.
2DS,
or
probably.
2DS XL.
2DS XL.
Or when they're little, just a 2DS even. Just the flat one.
The flat one, because that's a doorstop.
It's crappy.
And it will break. But I found this very interesting. Like, we as gamers, and a lot of the communities, like, The 3DS, I've even said it. The 3DS is swan songing in 2019. Yeah. That'll be the end of it.
I have never been convinced.
But now I still think it's going to be the end. And I think they're going to look at it going, what's the point of carrying two systems that are quote unquote portable?
And I get that.
And that's where I'm at. Like that doesn't make money sense, especially if next year Nintendo comes out with Switch 2.0, drops the price of the first Switch. Mm-hmm. Then I think you've got almost a perfect situation then where hardcore gamers as us will buy the new 2.0. Uh-huh. The 1.0 will be 50, even $100 cheaper. If you drop that thing to $199.
Yeah, but when you can get like the 2DS XL is on sale right now for $130, or the 2DS doorstop is like $80.
It's $80, and I'm with you. It's one of those things like
what do parents want to buy for their kids?
Side note: 2DS XL Highland is coming out today. If you're listening to this,
on Monday.
On Monday, yeah. The 2DS.
That's pretty cool.
I really want that. I decided not to get it. Next thing. Nintendo has actually come out and said, and I had to corroborate this one. I thought this was a rumor, but I found multiple sources saying it could still be a rumor. But since we're getting Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the end of the year, we're missing some amiibo. And somehow, magically, Rose and I have completed the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo set.
We literally just finished it this week.
We have all 100
and then John hits me with this news, and I'm just like,
like Nintendo announced that we're gonna get a Ridley, we're gonna get a Splatoon Inkling, and we're getting a Daisy. We're getting those.
Yeah,
but
I'm super excited about Daisy.
Someone posed the question.
I want to know what she looks like.
Like, what are the other ones? Like Ice Climber's coming back. They never got one. Yeah. Pichu. We have young Link in the Zelda version, which will work with Smash Brothers. That's what they said. Yeah. But we still want a young Link Smash amiibo.
I mean, I don't really care, but there are a bunch of people who do.
Snake, which will be absolutely insane.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Pokemon. This is the one that gets me. I want to know how they're going to do Pokemon Trainer, because are we going to get 3 different Pokemon Trainer amiibos? One with Charizard, Blastoise, and Bulbasaur? Or are we going to get a Pikachu, Detective Pikachu size one where it's Pokemon Trainer with all 3 Pokemon?
Or they could just put all 3 of them around his feet on a normal sized amiibo.
I want a big one.
We'll also probably get Wolf and Wolf?
Wolf?
We had Wolf.
No, Wolf. The Wolf does not have an amiibo for Star Fox in the fighting sense.
Okay.
Yeah, Wolf is not an amiibo.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm getting them all confused.
And then of course the 3 that we mentioned.
Yeah.
So
they in one article it said that there's going to be 10 plus. I don't know who all has been in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Across the ages.
Well, that's the thing.
We have 9 listed, but they were saying 10 plus, and I'm just there like, God, that's so many.
I mean, if you think about it.
But at least this way we can pre-order it.
We can pre-order Waluigi.
He's not announced yet.
But that could be the 10th one. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm giving the Waluigi love.
I'm assuming that there are other characters who just don't have.
Yeah, well, yeah, there probably are. I didn't go through the characters. Yeah. Like, oh, we have them. We don't have them. It would be kind of cool if Nintendo got the okay from Software and put the Dark Souls Knight.
Oh, put him into
Smash Brothers as well, since we have an amiibo. That would be kind of cool.
That would be interesting.
I would actually dig that.
I would totally fight Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
Like, I would be Bayonetta and you would be Dark Souls.
Yeah, I would do that 100%. 100%. All right, let's see. I'm trying to figure. Call. It's my call? Okay.
Yeah. I'll follow your lead.
You're going to follow my lead?
Because we had one topic planned. Well, it's kind of 2 topics in one.
2 topics in one.
It's up to you. But make your decision.
Google announced that they're still looking into streaming a game service.
Yeah. Into a streaming game service.
Like they're going to back end it. And like, if anyone can make this, it's Google. They've got the power. But
they want to buy some studios to make games for their streaming service.
Yeah, and this is where it gets kind of weird to me, because where's the upside? Where's you're answering a question we have not asked as consumers.
Okay.
Like, in the sense of, why do we need streaming? Or this is a big. I'm trying to figure out the streaming thing, and like, you've got so many different aspects of streaming a video game to whatever console you're playing. Google, what console are we getting? Is it going to be like a $50?
They're saying to anything.
To anything. Okay, so it's literally going to be an app.
to your super crappy computer, to your phone, to your tablet, to your anything.
Okay, so
I don't know if it would be to like Xbox or
See, and that's the
PlayStation.
Thing, like, so, okay, if we're going to get it to a TV, does the TV have an app? Do we get a specific controller?
Yeah, it sounded like there was an app for it.
Okay, interesting. So
that's what it sounded like, because I think they even mentioned smart TV.
Okay, all right. So we have the concept of input lag and latency that we need to know about, because I have to hit X here in the Dallas area where we are at, or we're stationed out of, and
Google is in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, depending on where Google drops their server or whatever, because we got freaking Google Fiber in Austin, but like Google's in the Northwest. So does my X have to travel 1,800 miles
to
Google server, to Seattle, to Google server, and their response comes back to me in the blink of an eye,
millisecond?
I mean, yes, that's how the internet works, but Google can't break into the Dallas-Fort Worth area because we're pretty much owned by AT&T.
Yeah.
So, I mean, our internet's going to suffer from that one, or are we going to suffer from input lag because of that?
Yeah.
And also, like, getting kicked.
I don't see AT&T playing nice with Google.
Oh, God, no, they won't. They won't. And that's one of those things, like, do we need... I know everyone's said something about it. Well, not everyone, but, like, Ubisoft has said something about a streaming service. Bethesda has said something. Xbox has come out and said something about a streaming service for games.
PlayStation has a version of a streaming service.
Yeah, PlayStation has PlayStation Now, and I beta tested that one actually, and it's awful. Apparently, it's gotten better.
Tried it.
I haven't tried it. I don't want to pay for it though.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things like we like discs, or I'll even say I like downloads, because I at least physically, quote unquote, own the game.
You have a copy of the game
I have a copy of the game.
Your console.
Exactly.
Or computer or whatever.
Exactly. So what happens, let's I think we talked about this, but the Netflix model of they stopped showing How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went over to Amazon. And we started watching it on Amazon. And then Amazon kicked it off, and now it's on Hulu, and
Hulu has too many commercials.
Hulu has too many commercials. What happens when Google's
first world problem?
Yeah, Google's gaming service drops. It's not going to be Bloodborne, but let's say Bloodborne, a great game. I love that game. Or Animal Crossing, never going to happen, but
not from Google.
Not from Google, but something like that, and then they drop that service.
Yeah.
We lose all of our like progress. We lose the ability to play a game that we love.
Yeah.
And what happens when it starts becoming games that don't get physical or digital releases? It's only streaming.
Yeah.
What happens to that game? It goes into the ether. And that's something that's sad that happened to the Wii. The eShop for Wii closed a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And there were hundreds of games that are just gone. Can't get them digitally anymore because that service.
You could go back and get the cartridge from the NES or the SNES.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's the virtual shop.
It's the virtual shop, but there's like games like there's the Bloodline version of games, and there's like Castlevania Bloodlines, I think is what this game was called. Never had a physical release. The only release it had was a digital release on the eShop, and that's dead now. We cannot buy it right now.
For the Wii.
For the Wii.
The eShop for the Wii.
eShop for the Wii.
eShop for the 3DS, and the Switch is still going strong. But
and
for the
Wii,
Wii, they turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and they turned off Virtual Console for both of them.
Yeah, so it's
the Wii and the Wii U.
Very weird. Like I don't understand why we need the streaming service from net. You have input lag, latency. You have games that could disappear. You have I understand that everything is going to be off-site, and I don't need a hardcore computer to play The Witcher 3 at the best graphics ever. I see where you're doing that one, and that makes a lot of sense.
They're lowering the entry point.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, who's your market for games?
Yeah.
And how many of them pay for the internet bill?
Exactly. And you're
like these kids that play games all day, every day, especially through the summer. I mean, if they're reliant on parents or guardians or whoever to pay the internet bill, then who says that those parents or guardians actually understand
what you're doing in that streaming
what you're doing, and that you need fast internet? And who says that they can afford fast internet?
Or who says they actually are, their area is lined for fast internet?
In an area where they can get fast internet.
Exactly. It's one of those things, and it's odd. And you bring up fantastic points, because I mean, our internet's
okay.
Okay. I hate it.
On the best day, it's okay.
Yeah. And that's...
I mean, we have problems with buffering sometimes, even with Netflix. And like, if I start watching, it's Amazon Prime where I have more of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The first few minutes of a show will not be clear.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
I know
not
it's
clear.
Not clear
like,
it
takes a little bit to buffer.
Yeah. And I mean, we have 25 down, which
is okay.
Okay. It's not the best.
No.
But
it's okay.
And
you're right. It gets the job done.
Yeah, it's one of those things like I would love fiber optics.
Yeah.
I will move to a place that I know has fiber optics, and I'm not even
He's
lying.
really not.
I'm literally looking for a place that is number one on my list of what do you have? What amenities can you offer? You have fiber optics? All right, that checks off one. Probably the main one for me.
Yeah.
But it's why do we need this? I mean, because I'm going to take your question of who is it for?
Yeah.
And go, wait, but any gamer that is kind of into it enough where I don't need the streaming service, or they'd be looking at the streaming service, I guarantee you have a halfway decent computer or a couple systems or one system. This is the system I play on. I don't need you to stream games to me. Or I play everything off Steam and I have a mid-tier gaming computer that gets the job done.
Yeah.
I don't care. Everyone cares about graphics, FPS, all that stuff. And I understand that. I'm not going to give you crap because I do the same thing. There's some games I'm like, I can't play that on my system because I don't have a high enough graphics card
or whatever.
Or I bought a PlayStation Pro because I want to see what 4K or HDR gaming's like.
Even though we don't have a 4K TV,
I'm going to get an Xbox One X because that's me. But I'm also a collector, so we're in that weird percentage that the only way this affects us, and actually technically affects everyone, is if they stop making physical and digital games and we go down the
Which I think they would do.
And that's where Yves Guillemot, the president of Ubisoft, made a very odd prediction going, it won't be next console generation, but it'll be the one after that. That might never happen because we might be just going to a streaming platform.
Yeah. Which means that we have, that would be probably about 10 years.
10 years of console gaming.
10 years to get the first party countries wired for fiber.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That is a great way to put it. Like, if they're going,
like, that's what we would be looking at.
Yeah. And what's funny,
and get the servers built.
Here's so you say fiber, and I'm going to throw a little personal thing in there.
Whatever.
Because you're right, fiber. Here's what I found out because I work in the IT field.
Yeah.
And this is something I was talking to some coworkers about. Apparently, the upfront cost of fiber is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's insane how much how much fiber it takes, how much cost it takes to lay fiber.
Oof.
But once it's done, you're making almost 95% profit because you have to maintain it. And fiber optic cables, how they're constructed and how they're protected is ridiculous. Like, they can take a absolute ass beating and they're fine.
Okay.
And that's why copper sucks, because copper deteriorates. Copper can deteriorate and can mess up. Fiber optic, because it's glass. Glass is fine, especially when you're coiled in a 2-inch thick pipe that you can barely bend. Trust me, I rewired something with fiber optics. It was hard to bend that stupid thing.
I believe it.
I had problems. I was like, can I do this? They're like, is it going to break? They're like, no, it's perfectly fine. Go ahead and bend it.
It will not break. Go for it.
It will, go nuts. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Like, we need to lay fiber. We don't have fast enough internet to justify the means of spending $15-20 a pop on different streaming services. Bethesda, Xbox, PlayStation, Google, Nintendo, Steam.
Just let me buy the game and let me buy whatever expansions I want for whatever games I want.
Exactly. I mean, and
because that's the thing. Also, if you make me pay for your streaming service and then I also have to pay for loot boxes or apparel or weapons or things like that.
DLC, you're right. That's
so much money.
Which, what do we say? Money makes the world go round.
Exactly.
But you're right. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I don't see.
Like, how many people can afford this?
Yeah. How many people can afford this? Is this actually lucrative to your business model? Which probably is, because how many people are just gonna, I pay for Netflix. Do you watch it? No. But it's only like $7 or $12 now. But you don't use it. I mean, not even I'm not even saying justifiably use it. You just don't.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's why so many people are just like, oh yeah, I have Netflix and I'm getting it from my in-laws or whatever, which I mean, there's usually like a family group that all uses
they'll do that.
The Netflix account.
Yeah, who is this for? Like, and how will it affect collectors who collect hard copies?
Yeah.
What happens to the price of, like, since we are collectors and we're going through the old school retro gaming, the prices have actually started
they've actually gone down since we started collecting.
Yeah, they've gone down a lot. But what's going to happen now when, oh my God, this is a cartridge. It's a relic of the past.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to start going up? Is my Earthbound that I paid like $80 for going to be $220?
I don't know, because then you can make the argument of VHS tapes are not worth anything.
True.
And neither are floppy disks.
True.
So it's hard to say how that one's going to go.
It is very hard to say, but it's a very almost scary world, because, I mean, there's so many factors in, and everyone's going to, like, I guarantee you next year during E3, and when if Google actually takes this and makes it a thing, they're going to say something to the effect of, your minimum, anyone can do it. It's not about internet connectivity. To sweeten that weird pot, I'm like, no, it's not. It's 100% about internet connectivity.
It really is.
It 100% is that.
And Google, don't tell me that you can fix it with fiber, because you can't get fiber into our area very easily.
AT&T's laying it. I've seen the signs, but
will your service play well with AT&T?
Yeah, exactly. We're in a weird state of flux right now when it comes to the services and Google and stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't really planning on talking about Google, and then they were like, oh yeah, we're working on stuff. And we went to E3 and we talked to companies.
We talked to a bunch of companies.
We talked to game developers and be like, hey, we're starting, it's called Project QE or so. I don't remember.
And I don't have it pulled up.
I haven't pulled up. Yeah, but they legitimately had, like,
it's kind of a cool project name though.
Yeah, it is a cool project name. I can't find it, whatever.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's one of those, like, hey, we're building this. We're Google Project Yeti.
That's right.
That's what it is. It's Project Yeti. We're Google. We know how to do infrastructure when it comes to the internet.
Yeah.
We got that down pat. What if we made a streaming service? Would you be interested in bringing your games to us on top of, we make a lot of stupid money. We're like Disney. You want to be bought out?
Now, that being said, Google has a track record of not very good follow through with their gaming platforms. Like, they've tried a few different things and they've all fallen through. Yeah, they've all fallen through. So, I mean, game companies aren't too big on this.
Yeah.
But that's Google. And we've still got to figure out what EA is doing, because Yves Guillemot, the president, is just like, no, we're going Ubisoft, sorry. He's just like, no, we're going to be going to streaming.
Yeah.
Like, he really wants to do that.
And you're right. EA even said something. I forgot to say that during E3. They're working on a streaming service too. So we had three of the big companies say we're working on streaming. PlayStation has one. Nintendo do what Nintendo do.
Nintendo is streaming already in Japan.
Oh, crap. You're right. We have RE7.
Yeah.
RE7
They've got
Cloud
RE7
Edition
on the Switch.
That's right.
And apparently in Japan, at least in the major cities, it works well.
Yeah, it runs really smooth and really nice.
I have no idea about Middle of Nowhere.
Middle of Nowhere, and then apparently it's pretty bad here because the server is in Japan, and that's what I was talking about. It has to jump over a freaking sea. An ocean.
The biggest ocean.
My hitting B has to jump over an ocean.
Yeah.
To make sure I don't die in Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
And that's just weird. And that's internet connection on our end. Server load. It gets so insane. So many
issues.
And
also, how many of these companies are going to build servers? How many of them will piggyback off of somebody else's servers?
Yeah, are they going to drop them in major cities?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And what happens to people who are up in the mountains who love to game?
Yeah.
Who get zero service for anything?
Montana. Yeah. I'm assuming. I really am assuming Montana have like some best.
The Rocky Mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, the Alps in Europe.
Exactly.
Like people in Savoy in France, just, I don't know.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm picking places that I know are mountainous.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I'm cutting that last thing.
Yeah.
I like how we're ending here. It's just, it's weird to be in this area. Like we got used to streaming movies. And TV shows. We've gotten that now. That's the norm.
Yeah.
Which maybe this is the fundamental shift that's going to happen for all of us now, where the norm now is streaming video games.
Maybe they will figure it out, but I don't know that they're going to figure it out in the next 10 years.
Oh, no, I don't think it'll be the next 10 years. I think it's going to be dabbling.
I think it's going to be 1 or 2 more console cycles at least.
At least.
Maybe 3.
We'll see.
Maybe 3.
We'll see. I mean, when everyone is working on it at one time, that
but are they sharing information?
Well, I doubt they're sharing assets, but it's one of those things like your architecture can only be built off of like 3 things: Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. Technically, I know there's more architecture when it comes to cloud, but you've got those 3.
Yeah,
those are the biggest ones, and might as well use the ones that's known, has been working. Let's do it that way.
Pretty much.
We're gonna figure it out. So this has been a great podcast. I hope you learned something, or think we're idiots. I really don't care. I hope you laughed.
Yes.
I hope you laughed.
Especially at Cumberwatch.
At Cumberwatch. It'll come back next week. Trust me. So we are your weekly podcast. You can find us on
Apple Podcast,
Google Play,
Stitcher, Spotify.
Spotify, that's the other one. I was like, I can't remember the other
and
one.
Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout. You can find us. We are the Geek Level on Instagram,
Twitter,
Facebook.
And don't forget,
always level up.